Hello, test 1, 2, 3. Alrighty then. So this is going to be a rather short training bulletin, and to be honest, I thought about not giving it a training bulletin number. It's so short, but after a while I figured, oh, what the heck. So, welcome to training bulletin number 10, unusual net operations, or
you've just crossed over into the twilight zone.
I thought before we go into discussing what can go sideways on a net, we should talk about the elements of a net in the first place. So here we go. First of all, a net needs to have a purpose. It might be an emergency net. It might be a regularly scheduled group net. It might be just a bunch of people getting together on frequency to chew the rag for a while. The next thing is a net needs a published date, day, and time. If no one knows when the net's going to be called, how are they ever going to meet it? A net also needs a published frequency, or maybe a repeater, or a network, what have you. A net needs a designated net control station. Someone needs to ride herd over the crowd. And finally, a net needs participating stations. No people on the net, no net. Thanks, Captain Obvious. Well, as it turns out, there's a number of things that can go wrong, including possibly the day, the date, or the time of the net doesn't occur. Well, unless you select a net to occur on, say, February 30th, this scenario is at best unlikely. The net may fall on a holiday. Indeed, it may fall on Christmas or New Year's, or pick the holiday of your choice, in which case there are several things that can happen. First of all, the net may occur as scheduled. Of course, you may have far fewer participants on that net, but for those who aren't there, well, sucks to be them. The net may be moved to another date. This is a good solution as long as everybody knows what that other date is. Or the net may be canceled for the holiday altogether. The published frequency might be busy. This too occurs from time to time. And the net control station may, politely I hope, ask the current occupiers of that frequency if they wouldn't mind moving. Well, they may move, or they may not. It's important for us to remember that all RF resources in amateur radio are shared and nobody has any particular preference. Or the net control station may move the net to a backup frequency. This too is a good option as long as everyone knows what that backup frequency is. Oh, come now. Problems with net control? What? I know. Who could imagine such a thing? But there can be such a thing. For instance, the net control station may either cannot or did not start the net. That's a bad thing, and it can have some consequences. For instance, net participants who, after all, are giving of some of their valuable free time to attend the net may get tired of waiting around. The net may fail to occur altogether, or another station may assume net control. This, however, is a good thing. It's always good when an observant station, noticing that something has gone sideways, steps up and assumes the net control duties. It doesn't really matter if that ad hoc net control station has the net script or anything else, because net participants are usually pretty forgiving of an ad hoc net control station, and generally speaking, the net moves along just fine. The net control station may need to leave the net early, or say has station problems. That would be a problem. So in this case, another station may take over as net control to complete the net, or the net may just close prematurely. Well, folks, as the saying goes, that's all she wrote. I hope you found something informative and interesting in this little training bulletin. I hope you enjoy this wonderful hobby of ours called amateur radio. This is W9REL, out.